What's up guys, Sam Adams here and welcome to On the Topic Of, which is a series every single Friday here on my YouTube channel where I go through a piece of video game news that happened in the past week and I give my thoughts and opinions on it and give a little bit of background information on it so that you can stay informed of what's going on and I can, give rants about my opinions and things. And this week we're going to be discussing the new Need for Speed teaser trailer that you can check out in the description below. I recommend that you actually pause this video, go give it a watch, it's only like 30 seconds long or whatever, and then come back and we will continue. Okay, now you're probably back. So, I hope you enjoyed that teaser trailer. It was released yesterday, I believe, and pretty much what we've got here is some guys yelling that the cops are coming in general profanity that's kind of bleeped out at just the perfect moment to add slight humor, and then a whole bunch of gameplay that is not possible for consoles at all. And this thing is coming out on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC, and I can guarantee you that none of those platforms are going to be able to achieve that kind of graphical fidelity throughout the game. So that might be a cutscene, that might be some kind of just super ultra rendered stuff to build up the hype for the game, which is what I'm betting, but there's no way the game is ever going to look that good. If it does look that good, I will cut off my right pinky toe to get a copy of that on day one because that looks like an awesome racing game. But the crew also had stuff like that in their early trailers, so I'm not getting my hopes up yet. We'll just have to see how it goes. With that being said and kind of playing off of that, it's too early for me to say whether this game is going to be good or not, but I can give you the information that has been released that this is going to be a full reboot. It's not Underground 3, it's not Rivals 2, it's not Most Wanted 27, I don't know, I don't really keep up with the Need for Speed games, but it is a complete and total reboot, which is the best direction that this franchise could have gone in. Quite frankly, Need for Speed played a large and major role in my childhood. There were pretty much two games that I played hardcore before I started playing first-person shooter games, and then subsequently more and more games, and I branched out to new stuff. But as a small kid, I'm talking between the ages of 2 and 10, I would play primarily racing and football games and other platformers like Frogger and Jak and Daxter and Ratchet and Clank and stuff like that. But the two racing franchises that have always been competitors in my mind are Burnout and Need for Speed. I was always a Burnout kind of guy because I really like the crashes, I really like the fact that you could just run into cars and they would explode and run off the road and hit trees and stuff. I was just a destruction kind of guy. But whenever I was in the mood to have a real racing kind of street racing feel, I would play Need for Speed instead of NASCAR because I don't really need NASCAR, excuse me. I would rather have the street racing kind of thing. So that is why NASCAR has Need for Speed has a special place in my heart because it was always one of those games that I could fall back on whenever I was bored and wanted something fun to play. I hope to get that from this new reboot. But with that being said, I'm kind of worried about the turnout of this game because of the oversaturation of racing games that we've been seeing within the past year or so. So we've got Forza Horizon 2, which is out on the Xbox One, we've got Forza Motorsport 5, and we've got Forza Motorsport 6, which is almost guaranteed to be announced at E3. It seems like that is kind of how it goes. It goes back and forth between Horizon and then the Motorsport franchise, which of course is the more official Forza game. So we've got those two that are out and coming out. We've got The Crew, which is still kind of, a player in the game. Project Cars, presumably Gran Turismo 7, I think. 6 came out on the PlayStation 3, so 7 is coming out soon. And then NASCAR 15 came out last week. There's some kind of racing simulator that also came out last week. And then we've got Drive Club on the PlayStation 4 that kind of made a comeback. There are a lot of racing games out there, and I don't know, I predict that there's going to be some kind of new Burnout title coming. I'm going to go ahead and throw my chips onto the table for that one. But it looks like Need for Speed is just kind of trying to nudge its way back in there, and the game, if it can live up to the hype, is going to be amazing. But number one, they have to do something different. Number two, they can't be story-driven. I don't support story-driven racing titles. You've got to have the gameplay to back up that story. I have nothing wrong with having an awesome narrative in the racing game, but you got to have that gameplay and that fun factor to really hook people in and keep them around for the story. And you just have to make yourself stand above the rest of the racing games, and that's exactly what I hope happens whenever Need for Speed is probably going to be released next year, but maybe later this year. Whenever it's released, I hope that Need for Speed does stand out amongst the rest and that it can come back into the market and be successful and, bring back one of my favorite childhood racing franchises. So there you guys have it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, drop me a like down below and comment what you think about that Need for Speed teaser trailer. Do you think that the game is going to be decent? Do you think that the gameplay will actually look like that? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you are new to the channel, don't forget to head over and check out some of my other videos. I upload new stuff like 4 or 5 days a week, so there is always something new for you to check out here on the channel. I have been streaming on Twitch recently, so you can go over there and give me a follow on that. I will greatly appreciate it, and we can hang out live whenever I am playing a game. And as always, I want to thank each and every one of you guys for watching this particular video, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.